Howdy everyone, Tasty here, and thank you for joining me for another random gaming news. I'm sorry I didn't put out this video last Monday, but better late than never. I'm going to get this out today, but it is something that, even though the news is kind of old, it is kind of still interesting to go over. I did have a lot on my plate last week. Hopefully this Friday I can put out a new video for you guys. I really like doing this Mondays and Fridays, but today we have a few quick mentions to go over, as well as a character that won't be showing up in Super Smash Bros. Anytime soon, and why the creator of Map76, which is a free tool that you can use for Fallout 76, actually got banned from Fallout 76. And there won't be a game to look forward to this week, as there was only one game that I found that was actually coming out, from a bigger publisher or anything, and that is Where the Water Tastes Like Wine. I'll leave a link to the actual trailer in the description so you guys can go check that out if you're still interested in seeing what game's coming out this week. Make sure you're also checking out the other YouTuber that's down there in the description as well, and why not any of the other links that I have down there for you as well, like the Discord server or the super special links that I have every time that I make a video. Make sure that you're also sharing this video, as that does help out the channel the most. Hitting the like button's another way to help out the channel, and while you're doing all that, why not hit the subscribe button with the bell icon turned on so you can be notified of when I make my next video. Let's go ahead and start the show. First up for the quick mentions is that Steam is actually coming out with a new update that is changing the library format back to having small mode, so you can actually see your game's icons in a smaller format for your viewing pleasure. And now, personally, I don't mind the new format that Steam has put themselves into with the whole new game library setup, but to each their own. Everybody has their personal preference on how they like to do things. That's why it's so awesome to be a PC gamer. Next up is a fellow who actually beat the Outer Worlds without killing a single NPC in the game. Kyle Hinkling has done this before in other games like Fallout 4, but in this one it actually presented itself with a whole brand new list of situations that he had to complete without killing a single person. So him and his companions couldn't kill a single person inside of Outer Worlds, and if you would like to see this whole adventure, he actually has this up on his YouTube channel that I'll leave down in the description if you guys want to see that 50-part series. Now, Devil May Cry was an awesome game. I had a lot of fun actually beating it earlier this year when it came out, but there was a lot lacking from their online mode, as you can only play as certain characters during certain missions, and that was it. Well, it seems that a couple of hackers, as Dante and Razor, have actually hacked the online mode to allow up to 3 players for most of the story missions. It's still not all of them, but you can still play with most of the 3 characters and most of the story missions. But other than that, I just thought that was pretty cool that people are updating and hacking into Devil May Cry to add in more characters for their online play. Moving right along to some of these main stories here for today's episode, Terry Beauregard was added to the roster here recently for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I have been having a blast actually playing as Terry because he has super fast recovery time and can beat the crap out of people super fast. He has 4 movesets for each one of his moves, but either or. Go watch the live stream if you want to learn a little bit more about that. Link in the description below. Now, along with Terry actually came in a new stage plus 50 new music tracks that came along with the game here too. With the stage that was added, that was actually the King of Fighters Stadium, and you can see some of the characters from the King of Fighters and Fatal Fury series actually dancing and fighting around in the background. But there was one character that was actually noted missing from that, and that was Mai. And one look at her outfit would show why she might not have made it into the cut, because it might have brought that E rating up to the T, and that is one thing that contributes to the success of Super Smash Bros. Is that it's a game that is made for everybody to play. And Sakurai did actually note that she wasn't in the game because this game was for good little boys and girls. So that is something that I just want to take into consideration, that he didn't add her just because he didn't like her. He didn't add her because he wanted to keep it at an E rating. And I did also want to note that you can tell from the live stream, if you watch it, that Sakurai actually has a lot of love for the Neo Geo, as he showed off a bunch of the different consoles that he had personally, as well as the skills that he had for King of Fighters and Fatal Fury. So that's just something that I thought was pretty cool, that the maker of the game is actually into other games, which he has promoted other games in the past, like playing Spider-Man on the PS4. But either or, Mai's not going to be in the game, and hopefully we can get her in another rendition, maybe in a different outfit, to make Mai part of the Ultimate series for Super Smash Bros. Alright, with this next story here, it might just seem like another story from the long list of stories from what we call Fallout 76, but this one actually really made me upset and kind of disgusted in the actions that Bethesda has taken here, because if this is how they're going to treat their dedicated fan base, then they might as well give up on Fallout 76 right now. A dedicated fanboy for the Fallout series has actually took it upon himself to make various tools and certain things to help the Fallout 6 community that Bethesda actually hasn't made. One of those being an actual tool called Map76, where you can go and look up various things that are actually in the game, and he's done this all completely free just for you to use. Well, he also does other things for the game, like finding bugs and exploits for the game, and now he took it upon himself and heard a random exploit that was happening on a certain form. He had dug a little bit deeper a little bit before, but this confirmed it for him, so he was able to go in and prove that the exploit was there and then present it to the community managers. Well, that's where this story actually takes a turn for the worse, because in doing so, somebody that has spent their time to find out what was happening in the game, how it was happening, and fix it for the community managers, he gets banned for that. And when he got banned because he was doing something that was harmful to the game, he went ahead and took down the Map76 site, stating, "I've dedicated a lot of time and resources to this game in making tools. This map is just one tool of many. I am in a group of data miners that mine the game and who find and report exploits and bugs. An exploit was leaked about a month ago on an obscure forum. We discovered it, tested it to make sure it was real, and reported it directly to the community managers. Our accounts that were used to verify the exploit were promptly banned. We have been contacting support explaining that we are the ones that discovered and reported it, but have not gotten a response. This has been going on for weeks now." Now he wants to cancel his Fallout First membership and get a refund, stating on that same site that, "I tried to cancel and get a refund for my Fallout First membership because it was not what was promised, from stash boxes losing junk, private worlds not being private at all, the survival tent randomly disappearing, and none of the promised Atom Shop discounts." He couldn't get a response from Bethesda for some time, but did update the page with the following statement. "I finally got a response on this. The gist of it is I spent some of the atoms so I can go fuck myself. Here's the thing, $14 is nothing. It's nothing to me, and more importantly, it's nothing to them. But there are principles here. They charge money for a broken product that was not as advertised, and they would rather lose a customer who was that die-hard fanboy who spent hundreds of dollars buying atoms, has purchased 6 accounts, has helped find and fix bugs, has created heavily used community tools, and helped build a community around the game. Then give me back my $14. You didn't save $14, you dumb greedy pieces of shit. You lose a steady revenue stream and free community tools." And this is just something that's very troubling, because after the fact there was an update for this whole Map76 debacle that's happened from the creator getting banned for finding a bug and exploit and reporting it, not using it for his own gain, reporting it so others couldn't. He did get an update stating that he was getting a refund for his Fallout First membership. Here's the kicker though, it's an exception only for him. Nobody else is going to get this exception. He had to go all the way up the management chain to even get this exception, and then got an email or a response from the customer care team that said this is a one-time exception and expect your refund in about 10 business days. That's something very troubling to me, that you would have a company put out a broken product, not refund for said broken product, and then only refund to one individual who actually has the power to spread this around to the whole Fallout First community and make it to where everybody else is doing the same thing. Because why, if I own this and I was unhappy and I see that somebody else got got their refund going through this, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go with that management chain, I'm gonna cause a ruckus, and I'm gonna get my $14 back. Because like he said, it's not about the $14. It's about showing Bethesda that they shouldn't be putting out products that are broken to begin with, and they should be working as fast as they can to be fixing all these bugs and exploits, which doesn't seem like they actually are, because every time they put out a new update, it breaks something that they've already fixed. Maybe test that update before putting it out, Bethesda. And I'm going to leave you with this, that if you're playing Fallout 76 still, stop. Go play the Outer Worlds. That game has everything that you're looking for in Fallout 76. I know, because I love Fallout games. I have played every single Fallout game, from Tactics to the first one, the second one, third one, and the fourth one, New Vegas. I've played all of them because I find that this franchise is something that it sticks out. You don't really see a whole lot of this in today's gaming space, where you have a lot of choices to do whatever in an RPG. And with more and more games coming out from other companies that are doing the same thing that Fallout 76 is, if not better, then why are you going to continue playing a game that would do this to their customer base? You know, if you try to do something that helps out the Fallout 6 community, well, you might as well forget it, because Fallout 76, they don't really care. They just care that they got your money, and that's it. They made a live service game that they've got a lot of money off of, and you know, why do any updates? But I'm gonna leave it right there, because I don't really like getting this upset towards the end of the video and, you know, have to go through editing angry. So we're gonna go ahead and end it and go into the outro. Well, that's our video for today here, guys. Thank you for stopping in. If you did enjoy it, hit the like button. If we can get this up to 20 likes, I'll actually cover all the controversy that's happened around Fallout 76. I'll put a very detailed video out about that for you guys. Just let me know that you want that by hitting the like button. Make sure you're checking out these smaller YouTubers, just as myself, down in the description below. I thought they were interesting, and I bet you will too, in those super special links that I have down there as well. Sharing the video is the best way to help out the channel right now, as we are a smaller channel. Hitting the like button is another way to help out. Make sure you're also subscribing to the channel with the bell icon turned on to be notified of when I make my next video. As always, I have been Tasty, this has been Random Gaming News, and you have a wonderful gaming night.